Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. This one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Fisher.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Now, on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever. Who calls a 1st down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a 1st down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
2nd and 9.
Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And some space hit. Derrick Henry all alone. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the 1st score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check pass, check pass.
Henry up the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give for Taylor running right side.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fisher. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Fisher.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Fisher. This will be caught just inside the 10. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Back to throw. Fisher. That's to his running back, complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Fisher escaping the pressure right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry.
114 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 25 on second down, Willis. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. This time they stay on the ground. It's a room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. The try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Inside handoff, Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Fisher. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Johnson on the return.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, Willis.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Malik Willis.
His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Off play action. Fisher. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling,
touchdown Titans.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Fisher. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Again, it's Henry.
Got you, boy.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Folks, 249 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There's a quick throw completed by Willis.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again. Fisher. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fisher. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Let's go now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Second down, here's Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Okay, ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
On first down, Willis. He gets it to Burks again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Got it, ready? Check mash, check mash.
they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Again, it's Taylor.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so